Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to the podcast for Running Man. Now, I wasn't planning on doing a podcast tonight. I had filmed, if you listen to my podcast in review, I filmed Last Resort podcast last night, and I'm about to press play right now with the worst bloody DVD menu screen I've seen in a while, but here we go. I basically had an operation recently. Just give you a catch up with this is the first podcast you listen to. I've been talking about this for a while. I went to the hospital this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Was there a little bit earlier. Literally got checked in, checked my gums. I've got 16 stitches in my mouth, and they've told us they wouldn't take them out. They poked around. By the time I'd got to work, it was meant to be my first day back to work today, I have had the worst migraine ever since I've been poking around. So I've ended up sick, came home, and I've been out for the count for about 3 hours. Head on the pillar. So yeah, I've decided to do this podcast right now. I've got tears in my eyes. I don't know what they're doing today. So Running Man, get some really early on special effects for Running Man credits, which is pretty awesome. Based off a story by Stephen King. A lot of people don't realise that Stephen King is an alias. In 2017, well, it's 2018 now. So yeah, this is really small box. I grew up with this about the same time as Predator back in the day. This is discontinued on DVD. It's not out on Blu-ray. It's past its anniversary, I think. Definitely is high demand for this on Blu-ray and Steelbook, I think. So it could be something Arrow could pick up, or 88 Films. Someone needs to bring this fucker out. It is a Universal. I hope it doesn't just get dumped out. This looks like it might be more than letterboxed as well. No, it's going to be wide. Now, I watched this recently on VHS because, as I say, I didn't have it on DVD. It's something I think I've had, then misplaced over the years, or someone's let it, like David Pearson. And I recently watched it as Mark Emerson gives it on DVD, part of the job lot. I am struggling with my face here. I do apologise. So start talking about the film actually. So that's a lot of rear screen shot there as well. There's a lot of stuff coming into play now that's going to pay off later on. Bakersfield Massacre reprojection. So I love Predator and Running Man. Commando I had a lot of pleasure for when I was a kid. Raw Deal, Red Heat and all that weren't my go-to Schwarzeneggers. Red Sonja was, and then I bought that recently and watched it and I said, I don't remember this. Is he Conan or is he not Conan? And I read into it a bit more and I was like, fuck, I remember this film being so fucking mental. But Running Man, I've always had a pleasure for Running Man. And there we go, here we go, it just kicks off. He doesn't want to massacre them and they just rip him over. Should be wearing his seatbelt, but there we go. Good fashion old elbow, back fist. Yeah, this guy in the own cockpit, yeah. Arr. Yeah. Don't drop him. So yeah, all of a sudden he freaks out, won't fire on them, so everyone's gonna, chuck him into the Ben Richards. Yeah. This is on my screen now. This is tiny. Wow, this is the UK release as well. This is absolutely tiny. It's about 70% of the width for the television screen, so it totally needs remastering, restoring. So yeah, it's set up anyway. If you don't know the story, Running Man, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm sure Maria, that's the girl who appears in. I thought that guy was dead as well. Cutro, the guy from there. I always thought that was Richard O'Brien as well when I was a kid. Yeah, Richard O'Brien's in that? No, he's not. God, I'm watching this with one eye because my eye's pretty shut now. Jesse Ventura as well, obviously watching Predator back in the day, and then you see this and I knew Jesse Ventura from like WrestleManias and stuff like that. So it was really cool. Look at the size of that man. Just carrying a fucking iron girder. Just like, yeah. Manless. It's also got another guy, I always thought was a bit of a fucking he was a no holds barred as well. I'll point him out when he comes. Professor Tanaka as well. Professor Tanaka. Zeppa. Some mental names in this. But yeah, I talked about this. Well, Killian. Killian H. Pray the Roller Boys. I think very similar kind of picture there. Robert Blackman. What's wrong with fucking Robert Blackman? Richard. Stephen King's an alias. It'll pop up in a minute. I'm sorry. I am fucked here. 6539X. Perimeter deactivate. Yeah, Pray the Roller Boys. I think borrows a little bit for this, but it's pixelation, or its ideas of what the future could be like with the urban fallout, especially the night time. You know, like the slums and all the like shanty towns that are set up, and they're all hooked on something, and this happens to be like the future. And the idea, you know what I mean? I mean, then we didn't have that kind of reality television, but then, you know, films like Death Race 2000, what came before this, were establishing that we would end up being a civilization built on absolute brutality, and, you know, like the boredom of the average life being on camera, where it's got to be reality, and the reality is put into certain situations where, I mean, we've got the Kardashians and stuff like that now. We're calling out for stuff like Viva La Bam, where it was overexposed and sort of like emptying it up to the point where we're going to get to the point where, right, you know, it's not Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, it's Celebrity Deathmatch for real. You know, that's what's, you know, this is where it's pixelated, and it wasn't too far where we've got, you know what I mean? There's just some fucking grim stuff behind reality television right now. Oh, there we go. Gorilla Press. Give you a lift. As the music kicks in, the Gorilla Press, just fucking brutal that, like. Now there's going to be a familiar face in a minute, especially if you've listened to my Speed podcast. Spot that actor, because that actor's about to make an appearance, that guy you used to see and everything. This old's a monster of a guy, like. He's still alive, aren't you? Oh, fucking that stunt there on the guy runs under the table, respect to that, like. Stick around. I love the score of this as well. I really like it. To get outside. Yeah, like Twins and stuff and all that just wasn't my go-to. It's Kindergarten Cop. You know, it was this and it was Predator. These are the two main ones, and Commando. But I haven't seen Commando in a long time. And all my friends are like, oh, you've got to see Commando, especially the director's cut. I've had it in my hand a couple of times, that 5V. There's that actor there. That's the guy from Speed. The guy who looks, well, he looks in Mexican, I'm just going to say it as this. The Mexican guy who's in a lot of films, like, I think he's in, you know, he's in Die Hard, but he's definitely in Speed and Jurassic World. He just pops up in loads of 80s films. And he's the guy who runs and gets his head blown off. Chico is the shout, I think he's called Chico. Yeah. Guy running here. He's in so many films. Chico. It's gonna blow. Excuse me. This is what happens if you run past. Similar thing was borrowed for Fortress. You know, the whole bugs in the stomach and all that. You know, Fortress is like, I think whoever wrote Fortress was definitely like this idea and concept of this. You know, Fortress, you know, I think borrows a lot from it. Richard Berkman, I'm sure that's Stephen King's alternative name. Richard somebody. I love the music. Rob Conan as well, fucking producer of this, you know, who went on to do Fast and the Furious and Dragonheart. There you go, Richard Bachman or whatever, otherwise known as Stephen King. Good 80s score. Quite loud as well for a 1 decibel on my television, you know. But yeah. Paul Michael Glasser. I guess when I get to IMDb and I go down the trivia, there'll be a lot. So there's a nice little matte painting of the cyber future, you know. borrowing bits from Blade Runner as well, where they're going. But it's a great composite, you know. Again, where Demolition Man was painting that picture of the far out. But yeah, it's a great like matte paint. Even the train in the background, that little bit of detail as well as the smoke and the helicopters while they run past in the foreground. That's pretty awesome. I was talking about them. I was out shopping with my mum a couple of weeks ago, and we're on about them 80s like pull down big ass fitting like Chinese style lantern things you used to have as your candle. I said, yeah, I used to have a red one of them with a train. My mum was like, how the fuck did you remember that? I was like, what? Well, how the fuck did you remember that? I was like, why, what is it? You were like 2 when we got rid of that and did your bedroom over? I was like, really? And she said, yeah. So apparently I've got a really good memory. It scares me parents sometimes. That guy couldn't look more suspicious, could he? Again, the shanty town, again, this reminds me of Prayer of the Roller Boys, or, you know, Prayer of the Roller Boys bars, or where the future was going to look like. Yeah, just the running man with with gladiators, you know. Especially at the time as well, you gotta remember wrestling was massive back then. And bars a little bit there as well. Taking the neck collar off as well. Again, another film that borrows from this as well. Battle Royale, you know. That's a fucking brutal film, that blows like the throat out. Picking it up. The uplink. Yeah, I totally thought that actor had died. I remember thinking, oh yeah, he had died 'cause he's in Aliens, he's really good in Aliens. And I got such a bad head, guys. Fucking hell. Oh, Ben Richards. But no, I'm enjoying doing these commentaries. At the moment I'm uploading Godzilla, which had the first technical error, as we talk about here, you're talking about getting Ben Richards out of it. I mastered it and got ready to set it away with the artwork and render it, and I noticed on the soundbar was like fucking high and low, like proper blasted out. I was like, fucking hell, what happened there? And I was thinking it was an interference, but I haven't really worked out what it is. Again, remastered the entire video and audio, and it's fine the second time around, but it's something I'm definitely going to have to keep on checking. Because it should just be simple, because it's an audio, but you never know, do you? My cheek feels like it's on fire. Again, there's a lot going on there. Core's extra light. Yeah. It always feels to me there's something missing. You know, because you say goodbye and he tracks these guys down and they're all going in different directions. Smuggling everyone across. He's a fucking massive guy then, like, wasn't he? Big guy. Trying to remember what was on Nakatomi Tower. ICS. It's a cool tower. I'm sure that tower's actually painted in the matte painting that we just seen before as well. Big ass red limo. Yeah. Check that, definitely 80s with a fucking spoiler like that in the back of your car. Yeah. But again, celebrities are like this. I can imagine Simon Cowell's like that when he turns up with a pop vinyl. Pop Idol? Is it even Pop Idol now? I don't watch it. Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent, fucking whatever's got talent. X Factor, that's what it is. Yeah. See it being like that, you know. I remember, I don't know where me and Annie were going. Where were me and Annie going? It's on camera. Me and Annie were up walking somewhere. We might even meet. I don't even know. We were going away somewhere. And I remember we got to the bus station in the Metro Centre and just there's massive people like, what the fuck's going on? It was the X Factor things. Right, this guy here on the right, it's going to bug the fuck out of me now. He's in Predator. I remembered straight away. He's knock knock. He's the guy gets shot out the window. Another Predator cameo, alumni. Total Recall. There is a film more Schwarzenegger for me than this, I would say. I love Total Recall. They're my three big Arnold Schwarzenegger films from back in the day, I think. Total Recall is fucking brilliant. Just open a can of worms if you do. If you did that one, you would have to do the second one, but then you would have to probably do Minority Report, which was meant to be the sequel. I can't express enough. I've talked about this before. I'm sure I talk about this on I don't know, it might be in the Death Watch podcast, the TriStar Horse one. It might be in that one, or I don't know. It's one of the podcasts. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, fucking, and Paul Verhoeven's commentary on that Total Recall is fascinating. It's funny as well. Future in this one is that fucking door opened before he finished pressing buttons. If you wind that back, I can't because I'm doing this podcast, but he's just like, I'm finished pressing the button. This guy here on the left is the guy I remember from No Holds Barred. I think he plays a very similar role in that. I always used to get him a bit confused with John Lovett. I haven't seen that guy in that much, but John Lovett's very similar look-alike. And here we get a beautiful woman who is in Maria, who is in Predator 2 as well. Here comes Jesse Ventura. You ready for pain? All wrestling spandex in there. Captain, he's a fucking big guy, Jesse Ventura, like. Very smart man as well. The whole thing about him in Demolition Man, you think you're fucking blinking, you miss him, you think, and he's even got a credit at the start of the movie. She's doing her push-ups there. Kind of fucking weird transition edit. Wow. My face feels like it's fucking burning. So he totally looks like raw deal there, Schwarzenegger. White vest on, fucking slick back hair. God, I can't express my face at the moment. Yamaha electric guitars, electric keyboards, and massive then as well. Something that I've always been interested in, especially being a fan of like John Carpenter's music and stuff like that. Score and stuff, especially like building a keyboard facility into the editing room where I can just put scoring music over the top and stuff like that. It's a pipe dream, but it's something I've been interested in. Oof! Fucking great sound effect there. It's almost like just smacked the face off the floor. Keeps coming back there. Jesse Ventura coming back doing his poses. Baby fit. There's a baby in the criminal fucking. Did they? And the criminal finds in there in Sector 4. There's a baby there. Baby face killer. But it was a picture of an actual baby. Like, what the fuck? That was fucking weird. Let's try to give him food and that. So we're going to hit IMDb, are we? Let's see what we've got. This film as well has loads of weird angles that you just wouldn't get and be able to show the audience. Especially where it shows you the whole massacre thing and how it's really badly edited and dubbed. Excuse me. And then especially at the end as well, I'll probably get to that in a minute, where they have the computer graphics to put people's faces on that. Oh my fucking jeez. Why? Face is fucking killing us. How dare they fucking poke me in my fucking gums. Alright, what we're on, Running Man. Could it be remade? Well, yeah, it probably could. Running Man 1987. Oh, Schwarzenegger. I did have a few problems. Like in UK, I've always known it to be a side shot of Schwarzenegger looking, wearing his like yellow astronaut suit, but like a lot of people, like a lot of artwork you see Schwarzenegger turning, and he almost looks like he's wearing a spiky Mad Max leather jacket with normally, like, is it the buzzsaw character on his motorbike to the right. You see that quite a lot. Action sci-fi. So the director went on to, let's have a look at the director. He's still working. Fucking hell, Paul Michael Gleaser is obviously, it's fucking Starsky and Hutch, isn't he? That's well, that's interesting. Like, so he's in Starsky and Hutch. He's Hutch or Starkey. And directed stuff like Criminal Minds, took back to TV, but did Kazam and The Air Up There, The Cutting Edge. So yeah, Running Man, Miami Vice. Yeah, so yeah, you wouldn't, like, it's a proper oddball title. Spend most of your time working in film, known for film, and to do Bob Dylan's music videos and episodes of Miami Vice. So yeah, it's fucking Starkey and Hutch. Fucking hell. I'm not saying I know everything. That's why, you know, I enjoy doing these. This has no goofs or anything like that, but it does have trivia. Wow. First child, a daughter, passed away from complication from AIDS. Wow. She contracted AIDS with breast milk, or her mother. Wow. Grim first thing, really. Elizabeth Gracer. Who's Elizabeth Gracer? Oh, maybe I don't know. Oh, hang on. I'm fucking still on Starsky and Hutch's fucking thing there. Sorry, that's the trivia. So there is crazy credits, film locations. He tries to bypass airport security that I see they haven't cracked down, and it's not like he's doing the whole 2 weeks thing from Total Recall. Filmed California. Yeah, it was all filmed in California. When Rob Corman purchased the rights, Richard Bateman's novel The Running Man, he had no idea Richard Bateman was actually Stephen King. Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for governor around the campaign bus, named it after his film. Okay. Many people who worked with Richard Dawson on the game show Family Feud said in real life Dawson was much like his character Killian Dane. So Richard Dawson was famous in America for being in Family Feuds. Like Les Dennis over here. And fucking Noel Edmonds. Imagine Noel Edmonds in this Deal or No Deal style. It was inspired by the film inspired TV's American Gladiators as well as the British one. Big dance number at the start of the Running Man show is choreographed by Paula Adlu. When Killian sending Fireball into the game, he says that here goes the lead in Russia. Fireball was played by Jim Brown, the NFL's all-time leader, rushing yards until the mid-80s. No idea about American football, but this cargo net would definitely take you down. It's definitely not Arnold Schwarzenegger. The footage of attacking the helicopters is from King Kong. What? The footage of the attacking helicopters is from King Kong, 1986. What? Wow. 4 action films. Four actors from the Predator franchise appear in this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura, Southern appear, original, and Marina. Yep, Arnold Schwarzenegger thought Paul Michael Glaser was a terrible choice to direct, with Glaser coming from a TV background and having no film experience at all. Okay. The character Meg. That's a big one. Arnold Schwarzenegger's I'll Be Back, Running Man. Hello, Killian's Office has a poster of a TV show called Hate Boat. Hello, Arnold Schwarzenegger hates Richard Johnson on screen. In real life, they were long-time friends. Film debut of actor Mick Fleetwood. Film takes place in 2017 to 2019. 1 hour 23 minutes in the film. Killian is congratulating the production team for standing next to a TV that is rolling credits for the show. The credits are quite easy to read on a large screen. That thank you, Jim Gord, Paul Lennon, Paul Dropkeefe. Dolph Lundgren and Christopher Reed were considered roles. It's a lot of trivia on here. Code to get in the Richard Bateman's office is 445566. Well, it's not really. He didn't get to press all the buttons when he got in before, did he? Satellite uplink is 1824661B 17174. I'm gonna fucking get with that and just look for goofs, I think. Helicopter says we'll not help us kill people before Sub-Zero slices going in two. His brake line is invisible. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff on there. Sorry, I was giving us a bad head trying to look at 2 different screens. Sorry. Yeah, it's a very, very small box. As I get ready to go into, it's almost like Total Recall. Blue Sky on Mars. He's never gonna come back. Fucking needle in the inside of your thigh. Oof. Excuse me. Putting them in a lot of stuff just to go on it. Oh yeah, the needle in between the fingers as well. It's just like, oh. Just fucking brutal, isn't it? Getting them ready to go into the cave. I love the music. There's a lot of cast in the room, man. That's a shot from before. Guys still looking at the fucking, just stand there with your back and cross your hands, okay. Get on that keyboard. So yeah, comes a news report that it's all a hoax, and we see the first manipulation of the media. He's trying to look for shots that couldn't possibly exist. That's what happens though, it's the power of the media when you've got the masses at your fingertips. Climbing for dollars. Just immense show that, look at that, man. It's fucking hilarious though. Climbing for dollars, we'll be right back. This attorney here, he's in quite a lot of films as well. Familiar face. I'm sure he's in the fast getaway films. I'm sure that's the creepy uncle. As we get the 80s dance montage kicking in with music. Don't get a lot of this now in films, but we should. Total sign of the 80s. You get the bets going on there as well. That woman there with the blue top, I'm sure she's in loads of films as well. She's most recently got her name in Insidious. Okay, I'm dancing and we're going with music going on there. Fucking riot going on there for the stars. That would happen, I suppose so. Size that guy. He touched me. Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that now. You get fucking sued or you'd be on TMZ. Dance number line. Cheerleaders. Wow. It's been a little bit. He's almost like Vader. That guy. Been cool if that was Vader. Like Vader was a fucking legend. Like fucking looks like an animal, but he's like got a heart of gold. So yeah, you see everyone gathering around betting and stuff like that, you know. Audience participation. Well, that guy's standing up there with a big mullet with a fucking 80s style foam finger. Yeah, it's really getting you to get everyone into it, you know, like everyone's getting excited even though you see this probably every week. You know, it's probably the same routine. Everyone's just like, yeah, get right into it. Check out that handbag. Oh, she actually works at the media centre. Well, that was a coincidence, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a total pain. Yeah. God, man. Underneath my eye where I had the surgery is just, it feels red hot and my cheek feels like it's swelling back up. Oh, man. Damn Killian. I love it when the old woman gets the running man game. Yes, you're beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, yes, yes. Fucking hell. Oh, it's such a headache. Pain, American style. That's a really good scene here where he stabs him in the back with a pen. I'm sure like everyone used to try and do that at people at school. I mean, It's like, yeah. That's fucking so brutal, that, like. So she's been on before and then she's going to be on. So them glasses, they're massive. Guest runner, eh? So here it shows you the video package of why you should hate Ben Richards, and it's showing you footage that it's just showing you the start of the fucking movie. Yeah, just well, who's filming that? And we got the crowd footage that we didn't really get at the start of the movie. That'll be the footage there from King Kong. You know King Kong? That's car explosion. It's like a great video package, that, isn't it? So yeah, Ben Richards. Messing up with the fuck, I don't know, fucking getting on there. Ben Richards painted as a mass murderer, just to boo him. Butcher of Bakersfield. Why is that woman doing that to him? I'm not sure how long this movie's on for. I don't remember it being that long. £1 hour 40. A game nobody survives, but Schwarzenegger is yet to play. Okay. That's how big Schwarzenegger was then, you know, it's Schwarzenegger in a new movie. But Schwarzenegger was really smart, you know what I mean? He's not stupid. And he sort of like picked his roles that he wanted to, you know. He was like, I think like Total Recall, I'm sure he like sorted financing and stuff like that out and all kinds of stuff, like he wanted the script and all that. He's fucking clever man. Previous winners. Excuse me. He's about to sneak in the office and she's about to find some video files. Got a mini suit. Dun dun dun. I think the only thing they really don't do much coverage on this is like you don't see any camera guys running around, you don't see like point of views, or like you just see the CCTV cameras now and again, you know. Just look like they're taking a shit, these two, when you see them. He's just totally look like he's taking a shit, so does he. And they're like 8-track tapes, aren't they, she pulls out. I'll be back. Only in a reverb, pal. So it looks bored as fuck there. Well, not really. He's going to go down and poop shoot first. I'll be back. Only in a rerun, pal. It's everyone wanting to go on one of these, like. Some speeders to send them to the Bronx. Pretty cool bit. I always love the bit where it's like a mirror and it looks like it just completely 180s and goes down. There was like a proper sharp bend coming up. See what it shows you. Getting some fucking speed there, like there. It's total like a proper mind fuck shot, that. Pick up some G's. It's great visuals, you know, it's not CGI or anything like that, it's like just real screen projection and miniatures and clever looks, use of lighting. I think we're carco net. Fucking sudden stop, like, innit? Bakersfield Massacre. Digital video, some kind of like MP3 MP3 player, MP3 mini disc player. Imagine if they're all stored on laser discs. This is the future. Surely if like they're firing them through there and like they need to come to an abrupt stop, you would give them a little bit more runway, wouldn't you? Place your bets. Fucking hell, you didn't get long there. Imagine all that money they just wasted. Take blood sport. Sub-Zero. Bong. It was Sub-Zero. I mean, you look at Big Trouble in Little China, inspiring a lot of the characters and stuff of Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero, his name comes from here. Iceman. He's a professor in real life as well. It's the professor thing in Battle Car. I'm sure the guy I'd buy that for $1 as well was in the fucking VIP lounge there as well on the left. So there we go. Getting chased out there by the motorbikers. A winning team. I love how it's got its own brand of cola. It's not a Pepsi, it's not a Coke, but it's it's their own. sort of cuts him off. Oh, I might have to take my first ever podcast break. My eye is watering like fuck. It's like I get chased off motorbikes. More bets, more bets. First blood, first stalk. Boom. Yeah, the book would be interesting, because Stephen King wouldn't be writing it as an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, so it'd be interesting to see where they would go and what kind of characters he would have in the movie. There's a massive lighting rigs then. I wonder in the first stage, which is just a hockey rink in it. Well, there's one of the cameras. Yeah, comes Sub-Zero. Just happens to be an ice skater. Come on, come on. You think he would go for the effort to wear all blue, wouldn't you? Do seem to be his colour, but he's obviously red. At a disadvantage though. I guess they're all on ice and all that. Getting a hand-to-hand fight in combat, like. It's a fucking mousetrap. I say it's home video. The Running Man game, there it is. Pucks that explode. Pretty cool stunt. Knocked out. Do. Phew. I'm gonna have your head off of that thing. A bit harsh, isn't it? Don't even know what these two guys did wrong. They just chucked them in as Ben Richards' friends. They definitely were on their helicopter. Ravenous crowd. See, this is the disadvantage there. He's not even, he's meant to be a professor, really smart, he's not going to look, well, have it. Just remember that being brutal as fuck. That actually happened to me when I was at school. I was playing with a couple of friends. And Carl Charlie was on. I often see Carl Charlie at the pub. And we were just playing with this rope. And Colin must have fallen over, but I didn't realise, and I was still running. I was just dragging Colin along by his neck. Ended up in the principal's office and everything. I was just like, I fucking had no idea. I felt sorry for it, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not sure what had happened. I mean, the other lads I was playing with didn't say anything. I was just like, yeah, come on. I thought it was fucking tug of war. Like, Carl just on the neck getting strangulated. So, sorry, Carl. But yeah. Fucking easy as that little barbed wire on the throat. And the death of a fucking... I don't know why people should be shocked, you know what I mean? They should be used to it. I'm trying to say he's the first guy not to die on television. Your first gladiator to fall. Right after these important messages. Christmas tree. He's a real pain in the neck, oh my god. A stalker. That happens to the rating should go up, shouldn't it? What happened to Stalker Tag? What? Everyone's going to be wanting to watch a rerun of that. Gilligan's Island. You know. Talking to Paul Ray the other day about Nightmare. He talking about games, TV shows back in the day when the guy used to have the helmet on and he had 3 people there trying to make quizzes and it was like all green screen and stuff like that. It's fucking mental. Dynamo and Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw and Dynamo. Champion tag team now. Rocking with a chainsaw. 80s fucking bleach blonde hair. Yeah. Back to makeup. He's just left makeup and been on the telephone. Of course, Dynamo will be an opera singer. Your Christmas tree. Oh, man. Fire and electricity. Oh my god. Clap if you love Dynamo. Aye, clap if you love him. Christmas tree. I think they're going to chuck the lass in now. Just like that. Goodbye. Guy's got a bigger role than he did in Predator, like. Knock knock. I think it gives her a package of loads of crap and that, which is pretty brutal, like. Dun, 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 dun. I think the thing is as well, it's sort of like at the halfway point, it wraps itself really quickly up. 3 different men in the earth crime. There's a guy there as well. There's that awesome shot again with the U-turn. Christmas tree over here. I tell you right now, after this podcast, I'm going to back it up on the computer. I'm going to shower and I'm going to bed, and it's not even fucking 6 o'clock. I've only been up an hour or so as well, like, well, about half an hour before I did this podcast. She's getting chased around. There's the Coca-Cola sign again. It's not really Coca-Cola. Check out them fucking computer screens, man. It's on a blue fish like Godzilla. Dynamo's got his little car and so there, that guy, I'm sure that's the guy. It looks like the guy I buy that for $1, but I don't think it is. Christmas tree. Oh, everything's bright today, guys. I love it how YouTube works now. Like, oh, recommend this video. I've never had any interest or shown any interest in that. Why would I do that? Oh yeah, because it's probably a paid membership. You shouldn't pay to be on YouTube as a member and stuff. It's fucking mental, man. Fucking stupid, man. Fuck. Oh, man. There comes the Stalkers. And both his sidekicks are about to meet their demise. Dynamo's going to take out Wiseman. And the other guy's going to get chainsawed. Is this it here? No, is it? Dish. It's quite a quick, fast turnaround. A chainsaw. Let's split them up. Over here. Yeah, there's a camera next to your head in there, you know, peeking in the shot. Right, more betting. Oh, he's going after the relay. Ba-ba-ba. There you go, he's dead now as well. That shot there is obviously the shot they used in the Running Man advert earlier on. Schwarzenegger's about to go for a ride. I love it how it hooks in. Gives Schwarzenegger a good ride. It's also a brutal takedown when he oh fuck me. The motorbike out. Oh fuck me, sorry guys. Oh hang on. I'm covered in blood. Yeah, fuck. Some water. Sorry, I'm really sorry, guys. Oh shit, sorry. Sneezes are fucking brutal. Oh, right, film's nearly finished. This bit here. That is a fucking awesome stunt. Shit, man. Sorry, I do apologise about that. Sneezing's the fucking worst. Yeah, so if they try to hack the relay system in here, it's a pretty sophisticated thing. She's got a lot of numbers to try and remember as well. It's pretty cool graphics for the time as well. He tries to break the prism, work out the codes. Resistance as well, like Total Recall. Quite. Running man. This means Buzzsaw has ended. Takes a bit of a shock. Oof. Call him. We're about to have a fight. I'm sure you would have to fucking start that chainsaw up there, but no, anyway. So we get like a mix-up fight here. He's wearing like some kind of weird headset, fucking chin guard, ear mufflers. Can't be a stalker if you can't hear anyone. Quiet. What do you? And the whole power struggle here, old-fashioned test of strength. Manages to do a 360 or 180 the fucking chainsaw and send it up right between his legs. He had to split. Yeah, going around, going around. Good fucking electric guitar squealing on, and then Oshi Shokoroshi here. Straight through the ball sack, blood in the face. I love the high pitched squeal as well, it totally sells it. It's fucking brim that, like. A lot of numbers to remember. This Dynamo sneaks up in the dark. I mean, he's glowing like a Christmas tree. So, like, the stalkers don't. There's not much. You know, Sub-Zero's limited himself by wearing ice skates. You know, he's ice blades or whatever you want to call them. So he's limited, especially if it comes to stairs. You know, Dynamo can't hide in the dark, although he has there. Buzzsaw wears earmuffs, so he's like, sneak around him. So Dynamo's made his first kill as well. Officially the first stalker. Why not saying that Buzzsaw? Well, we don't know that he's dead yet, do we? We do now, though, as he comes back to check on his friend. This Dynamo looks like he's about to rape her, which is grim. Hey, Christmas tree. The best bit. Love how he's got a mohawk as well. Just firing electric bulbs. Don't know what I've just been saying. Over here, light bulb. That's definitely not Dynamo driving that. Fucking crazy. Self-destructed himself. I need help. Go to commercial. You'd be dead. You got no roof on that car. Shows mercy as well. Go to commercial. Go to commercial. Huh? Yeah, so I suppose the corruptness of that thing. I don't know. I'm tempted to watch Total Recall when I go to bed, especially that commentary. But it's something I'd probably have to watch and make up my own mind if it's a fucking dream or an illusion, or it's just fucking being lobotomized. Oh god, cheek. My cheek is fucking killing this, guys. Fireballs wanted. The halftime show is kicking on. So this show, you know, it's... What was I watching? Oh yeah, he's dead now. So yeah, Dynamo has the first official stalker kill. Killing Wiseman by electrocution. Yeah, he's fucked. Poor him. Reds and blues in this, you know. See, like, I sat and watched the whole thing on VHS. It's just weird to see this, like, you know, it's so small, and it's mere, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen it available on DVD and on Blu-ray, you know, like, and it probably does need a lot of restoration. I've seen it's out in Germany, but almost everything's out in Germany on Blu-ray. Especially a lot of films that, you know, you just don't see around on DVD as well. Should be me. Yeah, but the film, the over it was useful to me. In uproar. That would make perfect sense, though, wasn't it? Oh, no wonder my Stephen King podcast for Silver Bullet's starting to really pick up traction. The tagged video with it, which I didn't do, is Stephen King's audio book of Circle of the Werewolf, which obviously it's based on. So I know Oliver Hartman, Duncan Casey, and Richard Jackson have done a podcast for this. Hi guys. But no, but yeah, I haven't listened to I might listen to their commentary now. See, I know a lot of people have been wanting to do these, but obviously lately we've been off of the surgery as well. I'd say everyone's like, "What you doing?" And I'll reply later, like, "I've just woke up." I'm like, fucked. God, my face feels like it's on fire. The hate boat? What was that about? Everyone's wanting fireball. He can fireball. He can fly fireball. I remember the British ones. We had Shadow, who was almost unbeaten on the duel thing. He just ripped. So was the Warrior. They were like vice versa of each other. Muscles. We had Wolf, who was the heel. Who else? We have Hawk, who was going out with Jet. Who no one liked Hawk because he was going out with Jet. And we had Rhino later on, who became Action Man, the kids thing. Trying to think of who else there was. All the characteristics. Jesse Ventura. Fireball. Stand back everyone, he's going to take off. He's got a jetpack on, it looks like he's wearing metal. No helmet. Rocket jets. Ben Richards. He's going to make next to Ben Richards. Ben Richards. Ben Richards. No, let's just pick Ben Richards. This will be motherfucker. Take the bet, take the bet. Over here, Christmas tree. This fireball landing. Put a weird colour on that red fireball, whatever. There's no way he could outrun them with all that backpack on. That'd be like running with 2 scuba tanks on your back. And that fucking metal suit he's wearing. It's like Last Resort last night and Spot the Fish. Yeah, his film's... See, we've almost come to the last leg once Fireball's out of the way. It's fucking mental pink flame, man. It's like a pink... It is, it's a bright pink flame. There you go. How's he going to catch him running at that pace? They're legging it. I know he was an NFL linebacker. There you go. Have a plastic barrel. Fucking Schwarzenegger's tailor to fucking Donkey Kong. Barrel after barrel. Is that Fireball dead? No, he's not. He just got blown up. He's got a fire resistant suit on, right? But guess what? He doesn't have a fire resistant fucking face, does he? Just happens to be a box of flares there handy as well. But yeah. Ugh. Like that shot. Great little thing. Oh, he's got stealthy hearing. See, he's just wearing standard perspex glasses. He's got no like flash. He should have like flashy binoculars on. Even fucking Seth Green and can't hardly wait. It's got better goggles on than he has. and Richards. Yes, yes. So even the people who were meant to have ran have just been left. You know, I mean, even though you like, the resistance has a base in there as well. Wiseman. But that, yeah. So like this scene where no one's filming and all that, obviously the video package later on shows you them there, and then it's just like, yeah, who filmed that? Last year's losers. They're definitely more rigor mortis of this than a year, like, I think. Last year's losers. Eesh, have that drop kick. Cool little sound effect of metal hitting metal there. So yeah, he's about to blow this all up, so whoever filmed... Yeah. There's no camera there, is there? Big explosion. Just killed, people making money. Forget it, Killian, I won't do it, comes in wearing like this fucking weird ass fucking suit. Look at that one. What the fuck's he meant with that? My bare hands. Saying he won't do it, I think he's on about that he won't do the whole thing what's coming up here as well, the whole fish swap thing coming up. It's very, very, it's like the whole technology now, they can do it now. We're talking 30 years later, they can do it now because they've done that with that fucking Nicolas Cage thing. Putting Nicolas Cage in every film, which is terrifying. So yeah, they're making an elaborate plan there. So they find the little hideout. All rat trap. Yeah, you're in a trap. Yeah, well, here's this technology here. Mapping grid, mapping people on there. I mean, it's a quick thing, you know. I mean, it can be done now. Look, I mean, look at Schwarzenegger turned up in Terminator Salvation. It can be done. Or Michael Douglas in Ant-Man. You know, Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy. It can be done. So, you know, it's a great idea. But it's like in Rising Sun when Wesley Snipes is sitting next to Sean Connery and the last of us goes do, and next thing you know they're watching themselves in real time with their heads bobbed around like, what the fuck? No. join us. It's like trying mnemonic there. There's like this resistance about to like hack the system, hack your brain. Yeah. So we're about to have a fake fight here. So well, this is probably put together. Fucking feel that. Yeah. How are you supposed to believe that? This is total gummy. Getting killed off. So we did get a bit of a fight there. We get Ventura and Schwarzenegger having a good old little fight there, but yeah, it's a fake ending, you know. Oh man, fight to the death. Headbutt. Fucking roundhouse kick. And a spear. Arr! Arr! Speared. So Goldberg, you didn't invent the spear there. Sort of thing as it's been speared to death. Get resistance on there. Gotta love that extra on the left there, like sunglasses on the telephone, just smacking away the keyboard. So the person, it's another actor there, you know, facial recognition. They laid it down, you know what I mean? The latest as possible, got to look alike, so there we go. What more do you need? Just, you know, like the coverage, deceased. Guy's quite creepy, he's like the fucking page master. It's like Merlin come to life. So I think next film Schwarzenegger's got coming out with Jackie Chan and like this China 2 movie. Shame he's not back in Escape Plan 2. Let's have a look what Schwarzenegger's doing. Oh. Props to Long Ward, music. Fucking 71-year-old like Schwarzenegger. Over here, Christmas tree. Kong Fury 2. Pump. Legend of Korra and Triplets, that's been in production for ages. Untitled Terminator reboot, The Outsider rumoured. So Killing Gun Fu was his last one. Released in Journey to China, The Mystery of the Iron Mask is James Hook. So yeah. Same shame he just didn't appear in Escape Plan 2, that's not out yet, but see if Stallone. Oosh, have that kick. Stallone will be busy with Creed 2, I'd imagine. Escape Plan 3, Devil Station. Expendables 4 rumoured. Rambo 5 has a poster. Wow. Who's Mr. Spock? Fucking hell. Another dance scene. So yeah, I've just seen they've just released Rambo 5 poster. Rambo 5, Stallone has to die. Sorry, but he has to die in Rambo 5. He's died in the first Blood. Oh yeah, Stallone looks, Schwarzenegger looks fresh there. Hair all sorted out, back in there. You know, it doesn't look like he's been for fighting any stalkers, has he? Or running around for the last 4 hours for his life. And we've got the uplink. And this film's literally coming to its end here. We've got the news feed here, so spot the stuff that yes, Killian is lying to you. There you go, the previous winners. Who got them shots? It's definitely just been in the movie, that shot. Watch that screen. That's King Kong. What? That's King Kong movie. It's not Ben Richards. It's King Kong. What? Yeah, the power of editing. To the hell with you. Busted in. He totally looks like Jameson Newlander there. Jish. Nah. Get a bit of a gunshot, we get a bit of panic and crisis. Everyone run for their lives. Typical 80s, they've all got their massive laser sightings on them. Guy just got fucking owned there. Yeah, and there's Dynamo. He's a bit of a rapist by the looks of it, you know. Sounds like a real wild one's kicking in there. That's what it sounds like. What kind of security guy is that? You got a mass panic and the guards are just running out shooting at anything. Yeah, this is definitely a rape scene. It's definitely because he's boxers all. His little wide fronts. He meets his demise and electrocuted. She should be getting electrocuted as well, though. I mean, come on. She's soaking wet. So Dynamo's dead. Yeah, these guards are just running out and firing in anything. There again. She's just been shot for no reason. Stallone. Schwarzenegger's a good shot then. Oh, yeah. It's almost like the end of Truman Show. Oh, now what we're going to watch. And then Random Man, the most popular show ever, just abruptly ended. Everyone's just saying, what do I watch now? Gotta love the score of it, like. The Freeze is coming, he's glowing fucking blue like Mr. Freeze. And then we think we're going to have one last battle off, and he's like, yeah. Sizing up for a fight. Something about steroids, whatever. Sorry. That's how shit my phone is. It's about to play a video for no reason.
Hello,
and hello.
to introduce you to Corey and Corey.
The phone is switched off. Sorry. Jesus. Phone is fucked, like. Phones are definitely designed to just fucking break within 2 years. It's like the other day, I don't think I've told the story yet, so I had the last thing, I was like, phone keeps ringing people randomly and like voice calls and stuff like that, and I was in the DIY shop and all I heard was like, do you need any help? And I'm like, yeah, actually I'm looking for some knives and forks and some carter grips. And whoever said it I couldn't see. I was just like, well, it's a creepy ass shop anyway. I was probably some old guy or something like that. And I was just like, awkward silence. And next thing you know, it's like, sir, this is for emergency calls only. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked down and my phone had rang 999 in my fucking pocket. I was like, you fucking kidding me, man? Unbelievable. So Killian's going to meet his demise going down the fucking New Bend. And it's well orchestrated planned. For some reason he's going to come out like a bat out of hell. No safety net. Do you know what I mean? Juiced up and just fucking take off like a rocket when he comes out of it. It's like, what? Really? No brakes, no brakes. There gone. No net. And then it's goes, you know what I mean? It's just like, why is there no net there for? Like, where's it gone? Like, then, you know, it's just a movie, Stephen, remember. Well, that hit the spot. And that's it, you know, pretty much, you know, like, no end up fight, the guy walks away. Everyone, that guy's just chucked loads of money everywhere, I don't know what that was about. Everyone's celebrating outside. So everyone's outside celebrating around a fountain. I don't know what's going on. Sure, Red Chicks, but yeah, it's like, yeah, the show's over, but yeah, the game is actually over. I mean, who's still broadcasting this? Yeah. Some power music coming in there at the end. 80s. So yeah, you've got the guy who was the main guy in Predator and the girl who's like the main girl in Predator 2 as well, so it definitely fits in that the 80s cult films, like. And with the power ballads, bright pink and a big loving kiss. Neither of them look like they've been in any kind of like trouble the last 48 hours, easy. She's walk this way very slowly, hand on the back of the neck, and there's that matte painting at the end as well. Please stand by. As the power ballads, I'm just going to drop the audio, like, as the power ballads going. So yeah, after revisiting God, fuck that. revisiting. Oh, Saven's called Saven. Alright, they didn't really struggle there for his name, like. Wow. So I've been Steve Mason. This has been the podcast for Running Man. I do know Oliver Hartler and the gang have done one, so but it was a case of like, I was looking last night and I was just sorting stuff out. I got Running Man when I was visiting the hospital in Hexham on Monday. See it in a charity shop. You don't see it around that often. Paid £1 for it. Haven't seen it on DVD for a while. And it was great to have it in the collection again. I sure I had it, you know what I mean. I had this thing of like wanting to watch Running Man a while back, and then it was cool that Mark Emerson gave us it as part of his VHS collection, which was awesome, and I watched it, so it's great to revisit it again. Probably not watch it for another decade now, but it does deserve a Blu-ray release. It's weird that it hasn't. Stuff like Raw Deals out, Red Sonja, Red Heat, you know what I mean, stuff like Twins, Kindergarten Cops out on Blu-ray, but like stuff like that isn't available. You might have to hold me again on that Kindergarten Cop one. I'm not sure if that's actually out on Blu-ray. But yeah, I think its anniversary's passed last year. It's definitely a steelbook in there. It definitely is, you know what I mean? It's got no extra features on. As I'll say, I'll just quickly press rewind, fast forward, rewind all the way through the film as the credits roll up. Standard black background, white font. Broken up so everyone gets the thing. Taxi Box Office TriStar and Running Man. So yeah, even the DVD screen's really bad, like very pixelated. Even the DVD screen looks like Schwarzenegger's wearing Legion of Doom shoulder pads with spikes on it, like Mad fucking Max. But yeah, it's got scene selection, player, film, trailer, and some weird font. So I've been Steve Mason for now. I'm not sure when the next podcast will be. We'll have a think about what it is. But thanks for listening for now. Goodbye. So it's bruised there. Lush. Totally lush. Still got like stitches all over here, man. Oof. So yeah, fucking weird ending for the fucking, I was gonna say Demolition Man there. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze before that fucking wrecked. Like, anyway, thanks for watching this bit. There's an extra ending. Let's be cool fish in the background I keep talking about. Goodbye for now.